So I was at the platform and waiting for passengers to come out. I had my bag with me as well. I had a relative that was there with me. And now, because the passengers were taking long to come out, Allahu Akbar. So, next thing the train started moving. And I was still on the platform. So, sometimes you want to do something which you see others doing, but you don't have the experience. So I started running with the train. And I got the bag and I'm trying to hold the handle with the door is with one hand. And next thing I tripped and I fell. And just the grace of Allah Ta'ala, nothing beyond that happened. Allah Ta'ala just gave the himmat. I stood up again with my bag one side and I tried to get hold of that. Allahu Akbar, I'm just thinking that how perfectly it fits in with what it says Allah Ta'ala that has put this incident, I don't know, after years this must have come to mind now. And for what we are going to see, it fits in through the grace of Allah Ta'ala. Allah Ta'ala brought this to mind. The desperation, I was talking of desperation, realizing that Allah Ta'ala will bring my own example, that this was desperation. So somehow I ran and I held that bar again, to get into, where the step is, to get into the compartment. So my relative that was there, he grabbed hold of that bag and he ran. And as I just managed to put my foot onto that step and get inside, he gave me the bag in my hand and I put it inside. And Allah Ta'ala made the journey reach completion. Otherwise we would have been somewhere else by now. It can be very, very dangerous. But sometimes you're just sucked in. Allah make hifazat. Desperation. Somehow you must get onto that train. So before I go any further, the thing that I want to say that today is the last flight. Somehow get onto that flight. Get onto that flight. You fall to try hold somewhere. So these people, when the train begins moving, so you find someone can't get into the compartment. So now they're climbing on top, they're getting onto the top. And when the train now begins moving, you'll find those that still, they hold on to sometimes the windows from the outside, and the train is moving. Or they're standing right at the door, just one foot on the step, and they're clinging onto that. And sometimes for kilometers they are moving like that, and they are not leaving it. The desperation. Eventually Allah Ta'ala makes them reach their destination.